Mike in Texas has been waiting for almost an hour, and I appreciate Mike's patience while we took other callers first. Pronouns are he, him, and wants to talk about physics and God. So welcome, Mike. You're on with Jim and Matt.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you? So we've talked a little bit in the past. Sometimes we have good conversations. Sometimes we have less than optimal conversations. But before I get into some of these things, Matt, I'd like to invite you to have a psychedelic experience with me sometime while I'm in Austin. Have a DMT experience with me.
No, thanks.
It's up to you.
I've had psychedelic experiences. I will have psychedelic experiences. I'm not going to take some random caller and go have a psychedelic experience.
No. Well, I'm an experimental philosopher. I'm a systems theorist, and this is something we could have a conversation with. I could give you the literature, and I could let you make
I literally don't give a shit. Just take the no and move on to the other thing.
Okay. So secondly, recent research in the field of vacuum physics has demonstrated conclusively that there is no objective reality, and this is important for a wide variety of different reasons. This is not just basically circumstantial evidence. They've discovered there is no objective reality. It's strictly a psychological phenomenon. You could actually you could Google right now. Science discovers there's no objective reality. This is why this is important. If there's no objective reality, the universe is a mind and it's made out of ideas. And if the universe is a mind and it's made out of ideas,
no, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Quantum description of the way the actual quantum description of the wave.
I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
Describing the. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, but that's wrong. If in fact there's no objective reality, then
this comes from the research. This comes from the research of.
Actually, if you'd let me finish my fucking sentence, I'm saying what's wrong is your conclusion. If there is no objective reality, you say, therefore, that the universe is a mind. No, if there is no objective reality, then there is no objective reality, which means there isn't a mind necessarily generating any of this. You've reached a conclusion that doesn't follow from the premise, the conclusion you began with, which is that objective reality doesn't exist. I have no expertise in this area of physics, nor do I have an interest in discussions about whether or not there's an objective reality.
Terms one, subjectivity and mind are synonyms.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just talked right through all of that. So goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
And he talked to Call about the observer effect, which I thought was interesting because the observer effect basically only happens when you have a disturbance of the system you're observing because that is a result of instrumentation. So like when you check your tire pressure, most of your tire pressure sensors just have an observer effect because they release some of the pressure in the tire to find out what that pressure is. And that's what the observer effect is. So I wish he'd kind of stayed on topic, but I have no idea where he is going with that.
I wanted to keep it on because he mentioned this thing about the observer effect. And I really thought, okay, we'll get some conversation about the observer effect. And Jim has more knowledge there than I do.